It's time for Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and mental health expert, Dr. Teresa Moore. A Saturday morning mix of cars, credit, and wellness created just for you.
Brought to you by Joe Lunghammer Chevrolet of Waterford.
Plan your next vehicle purchase or get your credit rolling in the right direction with Regina today. And now, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and Dr. Teresa Moore.
Good morning. You're listening to Be in the Driver's Seat, and I am one of the hosts, Regina Eileen Woodard, a.k.a. the Queen of Car Loans. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. T. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, everybody. This is Mr. Trust the Process. How y'all doing on this wonderful Saturday?
Well, I'm good. I'm real good. I woke up this morning. Every time I wake up in the morning, I thank God for opening my eyes.
Oh, yeah. It's a blessing to be able to see, breathe, and hear.
Oh, man, I had a lot of great ribs and some barbecue and was stopping over getting some folks' plates. I had added a couple of new cousins to the menu. And I really appreciate celebrating holidays with family and friends. What did y'all do for the holiday? Dr. T, what you cook?
You know what?
I know you put something on that grill.
Listen, I was laid all the way back, okay?
What does that mean, laid it all the way back?
I was laid back.
What does that mean?
Okay, so
Dr. T wasn't really in the kitchen.
right.
Was Cierra in the kitchen?
I can't speak for Cierra.
Listen, if you just don't want to tell us what you cooked because you didn't want to invite us over, I mean, just tell us that. But don't tell us you wasn't in the kitchen.
Fred,
you not being in the
really
kitchen was like,
that we don't chill. Fred was like, we chilling.
Okay, but you didn't get in the kitchen and cook nothing.
Well, that don't even make sense.
That's what I'm saying, because that's how you trying to, portray to us.
No,
like,
I mean,
you just did nothing go down.
I didn't let the fat shake on my arm too much. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, what does that mean? You didn't cook, or
well, you
did a little bit?
Got arms like man, they've been around the block and they can whip a few potatoes and make some dressing.
In 5 minutes?
Not in 5 minutes, but the love that comes with this flap of the arm is something different.
So that whipping in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that means.
That whipping in the kitchen?
No.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know.
I'm not a cooker. I don't cook. I'm not a chef Boyardee. I'm not a cooker. I'm not whatever you want to be.
But most people that cook, look at their arms. Just look at them. You'll be like, oh yeah, she can throw that all right.
That means they got big arms, or their arms move differently?
No, it's kind of like a I don't know, like a Big Mama symbol.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When the Big Mama got the bowl out whipping in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? And she, the macaroni cheese and it's slapping.
Potato salad.
Potato salad.
Yeah,
okay,
baked beans.
So that's what you cooked
here.
this weekend. I'm trying to coach you into this conversation.
Yeah, I didn't cook none of that.
Well, she's not being coachable this morning. You are not being coachable this morning, Dr. T.
Listen.
I'm always in coachable mood.
She comes in. Listen, she came in. When the earrings start matching her necklace, right? She always got some kind of
Right.
Match my necklace every
Listen,
week.
I'm telling you,
to the shoes, to the jacket,
to the jacket, to the clothes,
to the hair,
that's a whole different
everything.
thing.
To the glasses.
She got a tiara on today. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
So it's going
she
down.
Does.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
why
happened
she
when we was
acted
walking.
differently.
The tiara. She came in with the chin up,
I'm so
and
glad
she always
y'all
do that.
observant. Yeah, thank y'all for observing Dr. T this morning.
Because everything was just like different. Like you got out the car like, I'm here,
that's right,
I'm
let's
ready.
go to work.
They're gonna get this
I was
behind
in work
the
mode
scenes.
today, y'all. So I like work mode today.
But we try to bring her out of work mode though. We try to bring her like into like,
I don't know.
okay,
She
I'm
said
here.
she took a couple
Hi.
days. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you did what?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. She in here doing a whole full, I don't know what coloring book right now. Like,
I'm in therapy right now.
How do you do a radio show and then how do you do a radio show?
that's how she set her
coloring?
tone. That's how she doing her woo sign.
I'm not getting
This
that.
is therapeutic.
Let me just tell you, she was woo signs because we were getting on her nerves.
Oh.
That's what it was. That was her therapy. We were getting on her nerves.
Oh.
I was not triggered or bothered.
Yes, she
I
was.
was unbothered. That's
Yeah,
why I was
triggered.
You said
That
That's
means
why I
she
was coloring.
That means she was bothered.
No, I was coloring
You were
so that I
bothered.
wouldn't be bothered.
Yeah, she was bothered.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, it's a wonderful Saturday. I can't wait to get into this show.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious what these millennials going to be talking about, because a couple weeks ago they went in.
Try Jesus.
Try
Don't
Jesus. don't try.
Put your Pampers on, or what was
it?
it?
She said,
Don't pull up.
Girl, put your big girl boys and girls drawers up. And then she said, this ain't for the pull-ups.
Right.
Okay, Lex.
The millennials was teaching us though. So if you all listened last month and you had your pen and paper out, you learned some things from the millennials, because I did. I mean, those boundaries and putting things in perspective has been A1 with the millennials.
And you should have the app downloaded by now, and you should have bids on your star page so you know to go like, share, and subscribe, so you can go back and just hear what was going down, because the information that they was dropping, those jewels was just amazing. So what's our word of the day?
So let's go ahead and get started with it. Thank you, Mr. Trust the
I'm
Process.
learning the transition.
I like the transition.
You know what?
Good job.
But look, you know what? So we got these behind it. So in the studio, you guys got to imagine. So now Gil has a setup in the studio for the behind the scenes. He did a very good job last week of the behind the scenes. He did. I just can't say that. But his head is already getting too big when we go out the door. Mine ain't even fit through the door. We might have to open the wall.
If this work, it
Put
won't.
some grease on it.
It won't. Because people, y'all ask me to do something. When I get a little uncomfortable, I stay up all night, 2 or 3 days, trying to figure something out, going to square footages and spaces and all that. But I'm learning the transition.
Well, Dr. T,
Yeah.
haven't we been asking about this since February?
Yeah, it took me that long.
Yeah, but I'm thankful.
Are you thankful?
Yeah, we weren't denied. We just
We just went
Right.
through slow
We was
process.
delayed a
You was
little
delayed,
bit.
not
Slow
denied.
process, right?
I mean,
We were delayed and not denied.
y'all added
Listen,
y'all added
have
a
to
challenge
see
to me.
this.
You know what I'm saying? I accept
Out
it.
your comfort zone. We got to
very
get you out your
uncomfortable.
comfort zone. That's what we do.
But see, and then that lines up with the word reset. Come on.
Reset,
here we go.
Let's talk
reset.
about
Oh,
it.
man.
Let's talk about it.
So the word of today is reset. And I'm going to read you a definition from Google. The power of resetting is that any given moment in your life, you truly can reset yourself, your career, or your relationship. You give yourself an entirely fresh start, a clean slate, to begin your efforts anew. It completely clears your mind and all the unfinished to-dos, burdensome, distractions, nagging questions in life. That's strong, because you know what? That Millennium segment a month ago, Alexis and Cierra was talking to some people. That's why you need to listen to the show, because sometimes, and also Gil on the same show, Gil was talking to some people. When I say talking to some people, if it applies to you, I can't even say what I want to say because we're on a praise station, Detroit praise station, but it applies to you, open up your garage and then close it, because you know what? You're being talked to. Sometimes we're talked to in different ways. But anyway, let's get back to it, because I'm all off on that one. Reset. When I think about reset, I think about when I get ready to change my career, or what I do when I take it to another level. I remember when I actually ran into Alexis I Am Beauty, right? She helped me change my whole look. She helped me get into my makeup, had me getting makeup from Ultra, also MAC. I take those moments. That was a reset in my life.
That's good. So when I think about reset, I immediately thought about the socket in the wall. So if you all just take a look around, even if in your houses, wherever you're at, if there's a socket near you, sometimes there is a red little reset button that you can push. So when I think about reset, I'm reminded that I can start and stop again. Like, I do not have to stay stuck in my present mode, that I have the power to change direction. So at any time, I can stop and be refreshed and start again. And as a therapist, those are the things that I teach my clients, that you, just because this is where you are today, you don't have to stay here. You can always reset, pivot, and restart again.
That reset piece, for me, is simply being able to reimagine again what I lacked faith in. So a lot of times I found out in my walk, right, that I keep trying to push through a wall, push. And then sometimes discouragement would sink in. Sometimes, resentment would sink in. Reset to me allows me to reimagine. It allows me to say, okay, I know this is what God has shown me. I know this is where I'm supposed to be. But I don't naturally or physically see these things in the natural happening, and it's causing some frustration. So allow me to make this day a reset, or this time or this moment a reset. I take about 2 or 3 minutes. Then I reimagine myself doing what I said I was going to do, or God showed me what I could be doing. And that's very powerful to start your day reimagining why you're doing a certain thing, why you are having the challenges that you have. Like today was just perfect example. You know, when you're asked to do something and you're uncomfortable with doing it, if you already can imagine yourself finishing the problem, finishing a solution, you may have not physically done it, but if you can imagine yourself doing, that means visualizing, sitting down, closing your eyes. Some people can keep them open, but me, I close my eyes and I actually see myself doing it. So today I saw myself as a gaffer coming in to say, okay, we need to record this. We need to get some behind the scenes. It needs to look good. It needs to sound good. So I saw myself using the tools that I had, and with the grace of y'all giving me moments to kind of set up and get it done, it was able. So I was able to reset, right? I'm able to reset and visualize, because it is challenging to do something different. So reset is just redrawing that line in the sand for me.
So I want to be in the millennium. We haven't started that segment yet, but Alexis Lawrence is here. I am beauty. What do we call her? We call her the beauty extra.
She's the beauty extraordinaire.
So what are your thoughts on reset from the young perspective?
Well, hello, happy Saturday. Reset is a really good word of the day. I believe if in order for you to reset, you need to release all the negativity, the bad energy, any bad aura you have, anything that has irritated you. You're going to have to release that in order to reset, because you can't reset something still having old things, because it's not new. Anything that's old, it cannot become new unless you release it. So that's how I look at the word reset. So yeah, I love you guys' word of the day.
Yeah, that was good.
So the reason we do the word of the day, or word of the week, is because we want to prepare you for the beginning of the week. We want you to get your mind right, get your soul right, get everything right. We all have to reset at the beginning of the week. Just like the last weekend, the 4th of July weekend, we had last week we had a long weekend at the dealership. We actually were off Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. And I chose that time to reset over that past weekend. You know, I finished cleaning out the garage, did some things around the house. I did some things I normally wouldn't do to reset, because I wanted to get rid of clutter. Last 90 days, I've been getting rid of clutter out the house. Things that I don't need, things that I don't use, or something I haven't touched, whether it's clothes or it could be, equipment that we have bought for the podcast or the radio show, or just things that I don't need anymore. So that was my reset. So I reset every week, honestly, because it prepares me for my long week ahead.
That's good. So reset is really a realigning. So basically,
yes, ma'am.
What you said, that's
yes.
realigning.
Yes.
And so I appreciate that. Even today, I had to reset a few things already this morning. So sometimes you have to shift your way of thinking. Just reset where you are right now. You may have, come in. You have to reset your atmosphere. And so I like that this morning. It's like realigning yourself.
That's good. When you say reassess and resetting that atmosphere, that's good, because the things that's around you also can control your mode. It also can control your mode and how you operate, your mood. Mm-hmm. And that's, we need to be more aware of that sometimes, like when something is happening. So that's good. That's good. I like that.
Yeah. Those are some key words we use: reset, realign, refresh. That's good.
Well, thank you, Dr. T, for coming up with those words. I mean, we look to encourage you and help change your mindset. So we'll be right back. We're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we'll be right back with the Millennium segment. We'll be right back.
Are you paying high interest rates on a car loan? Do you desire to purchase a home, but you're unable to get approved? Perhaps you're repeatedly getting denied for credit when applying for credit cards. Listen, better credit doesn't just happen. You've got to make it happen. I've helped hundreds of people better their credit and their overall financial situation by applying a simple set of instructions that anyone can follow. Call me today, 1-800-988-9184. That's Kathy Washington, your financial impact coach, at 1-800-988-9184. Don't delay. Call today.
Hi, I'm Dave Wilkie, Service Manager at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. Since the 1950s, Joe Longhammer and his family have been honored to service your vehicles. With 112 years of combined service experience, we can take care of any concern you might have. From warranty work to routine oil changes, we treat your vehicle like our own. Call now to schedule a next service appointment at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get your vehicle serviced right every time. Call 248-683-7100. That's 248-683-7100.
Chevrolet. Find new roads.
You're still listening to Be in the Driver's Seat, and this is the segment where the millennials on the move are in the building. So we have Cierra Warren, the master baker, and Alexis Lawrence, the makeup extraordinaire, in the building. So good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
Hey, good morning. How y'all doing this morning?
Oh, just peachy.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
I love that how we were singing together when we said good morning.
We're so in sync. I love it.
I think they've been practicing that.
They've been practicing. Every day they call each other and say, good morning.
So millennials, let's get into it. What we talking about today?
So, Cierra and I are talking about business and personal essentials, the things that we just cannot live without in our business and personal life.
So let's get into it.
So, Cierra, what are your essential things for your business?
Okay. For my business, I have two things, and I'm going to start with my schedule/calendar. I cannot live without my calendar, especially because I take cake orders, and I have to know exactly how many I have for the day, what's going on for the week. So at the beginning of the week, I look at my calendar and my schedule, and I plan out my week, and that's what keeps me focused and on task. And then I have to check them a couple times a week because sometimes my employees sneak extra orders in or something like that. But my calendar and my schedule, definitely, I cannot live without it. What about you?
Oh, my goodness. I swear that is on my paper. It is definitely my calendar. My Google Calendar saves my life every day. It is color coordinated by the task and if it's personal or work related, and I look at it every day. And it's full to capacity, okay? And I can't live without it. I can't tell you I'm going to be somewhere. I can't tell you I can do something for you without looking at my calendar. I can't live without it. I wake up and I look at my calendar every morning.
Okay, so I have a question about this Google Calendar because I'm old school.
I'm with you. I was just going to say, please ask, please.
I'm old school, and I have to write everything down. And when I say write everything down, you can place an online order with me. I'm still writing it down on an order form. And as far as my schedule, I have the planner. It's
You still got the old school flip. Oh my God, no. I buy them because they're cute, but I do the first month of January and I can't even find the planner anymore. I literally cannot live without this Google Calendar. If it could have more aesthetically pleasing things on there, I would probably be on here every day like social media. But no, I'm not.
I'm telling you, I have to write it down. So tell me, how do you use this? It just seems like too much work for me when I go.
So literally you download the Google Calendar if you have a Google email. So everything, my business and my personal life, everything syncs to my email. I have 3 different emails. Obviously, I have my personal email, I have my nursing work email, and I also have I Am Beauty email, and it all syncs to my calendar. So when you book an appointment with me, I can be asleep at 3 a.m. because some clients book that late, and it comes straight to my calendar. It fills the slot. And it's still with my work. When I schedule myself at work, it syncs to my calendar. It just sync, and I just book accordingly. And I just love it. I keep it organized. It's time, and it also at location. It also notifies me what time I have to leave to be on time. Because being on time is important when you have a busy life.
Okay.
So let me ask a question. I'm sorry, Sierra.
Okay.
But Alexis,
I'm trying to get all the details from Lexi because she got this thing down. Okay, I'm going to ask my question next. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, millennials.
So, okay, so you said that it tells you, like, what time you're supposed to leave somewhere. So do you have to manually put that in, or does it just know?
So so Google is a cyber syncing thing. So basically Google Calendar, Google Maps, they're sister and brothers. And so they communicate with each other. And so you basically can set it up on your Google Maps to notify you to let me know what time I want to leave or arrive somewhere. So if I want to arrive somewhere by 8 o'clock, it says, hey, you have to leave by 7:45 or 7:30. And it lets me know based off where my location is. And I really appreciate that. And it also sets me reminders. So some things that are high priority and maybe I forget, like maybe somebody called and wanted to squeeze in and I didn't put it on my Acuity app, then it lets me know in a week, hey, reminder, you remember you said you booked this person? And I'd be like, oh, thank you, Google.
That's cool.
Oh my God. Okay, I gotta get that.
We're gonna have a talk for sure. We're gonna get you straight away.
That in my life.
Yes. Okay. We talked about not procrastinating, and that is my number one key. My calendar lets me know. Okay. So if you want to book with me, you have to book in advance. Okay. You know, I told y'all better try Jesus. Don't try me. My time is my money, and my money is my time. Okay.
Wow. So I wanted to go back. So my question was this. So although I love technology, but what happens if something happens to your phone? Does it go into a cloud? Like you have this calendar.
Yeah.
So does it go into a cloud? Like where does this information go if my phone is messed up, if it's dropped, if it's broken, if it's stolen? Like where does this information go?
Oh, you just go into Google on a desktop computer or your iPad and it's there.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, and I love things about Google. If Google wants to sponsor me, you can go ahead and sponsor me at this point.
They need to.
They need to because I love Google, literally. And what I'm telling you is insane. Literally, Google Drive, you know how you used to walk around with those little flash drives and things like that we, will plug into our computer? I don't do that anymore. I load it up to my Google Drive, and I can log in anywhere in the world and pull it off.
Wait, explain that.
Okay.
Load it up to your Google Drive.
Yes. So just like our behind the scenes, you can be uploaded on Google Drive. We can share it with amongst us on the, what we're doing, contracts, pictures, whatever it may be. You can never be without your stuff with Google Drive. That's all I'm saying. So you can buy more storage.
We're going to book
space.
a session. So we need to book a session with her because we looking for a calendar.
If you would like to have a class.
So I'm going to pass on that booking. I think one of you guys, because my mind doesn't go my mind's only going to go this far. So that's why I said, team, how can we get the calendar together? Because I'm not going to have no patience to sit through and learn all that. I'm enough tech. I got an iPhone, iPad, Apple computer, Apple Watch. I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Listen.
It's simple.
It's simple, but I got to admit, I'm with you, Regina. Like, I've have, and to the point, Lex, like I live off that calendar.
Yes.
So in 3 organizations and running those organizations, they swear by the Google Calendar.
Yes.
And I'm like you, Regina. Like I try to learn as much to put into it to kind of operate, but when those EAs drop something on my calendar, all 3 of them can see it. All 3 of them can see, oh, he has this time here, or he's going to be flying out there. And then they'll put like my flight stuff information in there, or if he's speaking here, like they share amongst 3 EAs where I'm going to be.
Yes.
And how that's going to operate. I pretend not to even try to understand it. What I do know is I slot out times like that I want, and say, okay, don't put nothing here, don't put nothing here, and don't put nothing here. And then I have a little bit of control. Like I can go in there and they'll set it tentatively, but it really is. I'll take that class and kind of help us with that part, because I really, that's one of those things that I'm uncomfortable with, but I truly want to know how that operates, and it is a great tool for you to have.
It is amazing.
It expands your territory.
It really does. So I didn't expect to talk that much about Google, but literally don't matter what business perspective it is. Like I've ran several businesses and done multiple things, and it was amazing. So that is key to that. So my second thing that I literally cannot live without with my business aspect, because I believe wearing multiple hats. I love Canva. I don't know if you ever heard of that, Cierra, but Canva is freaking amazing. I literally do all of my graphic designs and labels and flash things for social media on there. I mean, you can get so creative, and it just keeps getting more amazing and more amazing each and every time. And I love the program, and it's very affordable. Like literally, if you can't afford a digital graphic designer and things like that, get your inspiration from like Pinterest or other places and just play around with it and make it your own. And it's free 99. Like you are the best at creating.
Did you say free 99 or 399?
Free 99. You can go in there. They have a free version, or you can pay extra money to get other exclusive things. I pay a subscription, obviously, but you can, for you just starting off in a new business, that's a great tool to create business cards, marketing, even social media posts. They also have features for stories, invitations. I mean, millions of different things. And if you can't figure it out, go to TikTok. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Man, you didn't went through the whole class.
Yeah,
listen,
I can definitely agree with you. I have Canva, and I do pay the subscription fee for the Pro. And I've recently done bridal shower invitations, cake and sip invitations, everything, right on Canva. And it is like the cheapest way to get things done, and they look really beautiful and professional, especially when I have a graphic designer and I pay him, shout out to Julius, whenever I need a flyer made. But Canva is like, you can literally take an example, take all the information off with a button, delete it, and then put whatever you need on there, and then you're ready to go. And you don't have to worry about waiting for people or paying a lot of money. It's very convenient, and it's very, very user-friendly.
Yes.
So I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, that is like a key thing, and I think it's amazing for people to do with starting their business and things like that. Those are key things, like being organized with your calendar, doing little small things. You don't have to spend a lot of money when you're doing like a startup business or anything like that, and that's what I really want people to know. You literally can start a business with literally nothing. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So millennials,
I'm sorry, you definitely need your phone.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is my second thing, and I know it's like, okay, yeah, everybody has a phone, but I run my business off of my phone. I'm not a person, I do carry a laptop with me, but I can check my sales on Square with my phone. I can send emails. I can talk to my employees. I can do anything with my phone. So if I'm like, not if I'm all over the place and I'm not real organized, I can grab my phone and get it back together really fast. Even when I leave my planner and my schedule on the table, it's like, okay, I know what I had to do, so let me grab my phone. If I need to make a flyer on Canva, whatever it is, like my phone, if I didn't have it, I would probably be lost. And I'm not a person that talks on the phone a whole lot, but I always have it in my hand. And I learned something from this lady. I took her class in Atlanta back in March, and she was telling me how she created her whole website on her phone. So if somebody is, starting a business, wanting a website, and you think like, oh my God, I need all this money to pay somebody, there's so many apps and things that you could use on your phone, and it's very, very, very affordable for you to create your own website and do it just from your phone. So don't think you have to get a laptop or computer. You can literally look up Wix, look up Google website platforms, and you can figure it out from your phone.
Listen, I'm glad y'all came up and gave this tutorial, because when you're talking about Google, you didn't drop some gems on Wix. You really kind of transition people to say, hey, listen, if you want to get into the job, if you want to be an entrepreneur, like these are the tools that you need. And it doesn't take for you to now have to, pay thousands of dollars to help somebody start, your vision or your idea. So, I appreciate that. So one question, because we got a couple minutes before we transition. When you operating on that phone, so how do you stop from the business part to the social media part though, right? Because it's right there in your hand. Like, how do you not get distracted on one to perform the task on the other?
So the amazing thing about Meta, I actually went to a workshop last summer. They offered a free workshop. So Meta basically and Instagram are like brothers and sisters, and they communicate. And so, however, you have that beautiful platform where you can schedule. You can pre-schedule your social media things. And so I pre-schedule things. I am not, a master of, multitasking all the time. So I pre-schedule all my social media content. Right now, I really suck at that right now, but I'm working on that. That's progression. But previously, I will go ahead and self-schedule stories, posts, any type of engagement with Facebook and Instagram, because those are my main things. Not so much an expert at TikTok, but it's many of platforms. It's even like Calendary or something. It's an app. Don't quote me, but it's an app that you can also download that can schedule all your social media platform posts, and it all scheduled at a certain time.
Man, that's solid. What about you, CC?
I agree with that. I do utilize that for myself to schedule posts. I'm not the great at it either because I'm so busy, and I need to plan for that more. But I do utilize the scheduling tool. However, when I'm moving throughout the day and I need to make a quick post and I know I'm working, I'm so glad you asked this question, Gil, because I do this. I'll get on Facebook, make a post.
Sierra, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Whether you're relocating to Michigan from another state or another country, moving across town, upgrading, or downsizing, Brenda D. Davis from Century 21 Town and Country Real Estate is your locally known home purchase expert. Buying or selling your home is a complex process. Let Brenda simplify it every step of the way. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you. Call 248-909-9711 and get moving on your new home purchase or sale today. That's 248-909-9711. Call now.
Hi, I'm Regina, the Queen of Car Loans.
I'm Dr. Teresa Moore.
And I'm Gil Garrett.
Together, we are teaming up to bring massive value to the community when it comes to cars, credit, and mental health.
Finances and mental health are big topics these days, and our goal is to help you take both to the next level.
Tune in weekly from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. for in-depth conversations, news you can use, and special guests every Saturday morning.
On DetroitPraiseNetwork.com, 98.3, 99.9, or 105.9 HD2.
You're still listening to Be in the Driver's Seat. And Sierra, before we went on break, you were sharing with the listeners how you manage the social media in business. So tell us how you do that.
So I was saying that, when I need to make a quick post, I haven't scheduled it. I'll get on Facebook or Instagram and make my post, but there's so many things catching your eye, like Reels and TikToks and things like that. So oftentimes I do find myself scrolling, but I'm at work while I'm doing that. So then after about 3 minutes, I gather myself and I put the phone down because you really can get caught up in scrolling and wasting your time.
Well, amen to that.
Yeah, so
Okay. Be scrolling for hours. Be like that song. Hours.
It's wasting time.
Yes.
It's literally wasting time.
How do you not do that, though? How do you not stroll down and spend time? Because I find every week, because of iPhones, right, they tell you your weekly time you've been on every Sunday. I do look at that, and the reason I look at that is because it lets me know how long I've been on each app, and then if I'm too fast on one of the apps and I'm going through different pages on Facebook, it tells you to slow down.
Oh, wow.
Like mine said I was 8% lower this week than I was last week.
Well, that's funny. I was 11% increase.
Really?
Oh,
so
wow.
you increased and I decreased.
Okay. Yeah, no. I don't want to know. Yeah, no.
So can you turn that feature off?
I didn't know that. I know the feature exists, but do I tap on it? No. I'm not that curious to know.
I thought it was just something
I
that was
don't
there.
I don't think you got to tap. I think it just gives a printout.
Oh,
like,
see, y'all don't know how to work y'all phone because I don't got nothing to. Because that ain't popping up on my phone. Sierra, is that popping up on yours?
Well, train us millennials. You know, we're never too old to learn. So we're so
pick somebody else to do that. Because don't tell me what I already know. I already know that. I know I scroll. I wake up scrolling.
It does pop up on my phone. I saw it yesterday. It said I was down 9%, but this is how I look at that now. Because I'm doing more on my phone for business purposes, I'm happy that it's like increasing because I'm not doing a whole lot of scrolling. I'm doing a lot of researching and I'm posting more and I'm creating reels. So I used to be like, oh my God, I've been on this phone. It's telling me I've been on this phone 15 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but what I love now is that if I want to increase more on social media, it's giving me that update. But when I don't want to see it, I just swipe left or I click the X, and you can just act like it never came through.
So now you're doing more reels and more videos, you said?
Yeah, I sent you a couple last
Okay, I was gonna say I'm trying to figure out whether it in my inbox or my text or something. Am I missing something?
I got the shade. I have not posted a video in very long. I am so sorry.
She was gonna get the shade on her right now too.
Yeah,
because I haven't even received one from Lexus.
Let me tell you guys, thank you listeners for listening, but
I'm throwing it today, right now.
She's throwing the shade, but listeners, please be aware that I am going to go back to my videos. I used to do them, but I am.
But you were good at it. You were good at it.
I am great at a lot of things, but this new chapter in my life required a little bit of more me time and not time for others. So now I'm balancing my life to add in those videos for you guys to see the real, raw, and uncut, even like little mini vlogs of my day-to-day life. I'm adding that in there.
But you know what? Let me just say this, and I'm going to back. Let me just say this, and I'm going to back out of you guys' segment here. The videos that you did, if you watch the ones you did a few years back or whenever last time you actually done a video, and you look at now, you're going to see your growth.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just not for us, right? Or your audience, it's for yourself.
Yes.
It's because just watch your growth. I did that after I switched marketing companies that does my videos. I found them on Facebook, and I think it's called Hosh Posh. And I found them on Facebook, and I actually looked at my videos on YouTube before, and I'm looking at it now because I was with a different company, and I'm with a new company now. I see the growth.
Yeah, it is amazing. I will give you your kudos right there. It is amazing. You look amazing in the videos. You sound amazing.
Well, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm bowing out now.
Thank you. So, Cierra, like, what is your personal essentials that you just can't live without because you have to have balance?
You're right. I'm going to start with sleep. And the reason why I feel like this is on my personal side, because you need it for business too, but I used to be very, I can do it. I can go off of just 4 hours of sleep. But in my life, like normal, you calling me saying, hey, Sierra, what's going on? If I don't sleep, I'm like irritable. I don't want to talk. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So sleep is essential for me. I need at least 6 to 7 hours. I used to only have 4. I need all of my hours now.
Amen
So I have my phone going on Do Not Disturb at 10 o'clock every night, and it does not go off until 7 a.m. And if you're calling me and you're not my mom, dad, or my fiance, you're probably not going to get me.
Access
I'm
denied.
going to sleep.
Okay. Literally. Sierra, we're in the same boat. I almost feel like we're soul sisters because sleep is a priority for me. I will have a whole attitude if I don't get my sleep. I am like a literally like a toddler. I will have a tantrum. I will let you know I am sleepy. I have 5 different sleep settings on Do Not Disturb. And if you don't meet that top 5 to get in there to call me during that time, I will talk to you after I get my quality of sleep. I have a sleep mask. I have darkening shades because I work the nights, okay? And I sleep and I wake up and then I say good morning to you at 2 o'clock because it is my morning, okay? And I want you to respect my time and my sleep. I love sleep.
I love that. I love that.
You cannot run off of fumes for so long, because then you start looking tired and dusty and dry. You don't want to walk around looking tired, dusty, and dry. I don't want to look like that. Okay, people got bags under their eyes. They walking slow. You know, you don't want that. That's not cute. And I can't be the beauty extraordinaire advertising poor lack of sleep, you know. Even though you can cover it up with some concealer for so long, but don't do that.
Yeah, you're right. And, you know, for a lot of things in your life, as far as your health, you know, getting sleep, you need sleep, like, especially if you're trying to lose weight, all of those things. You have to get the right amount of sleep, or it just won't work. You could be working out and eating healthy, and you're not resting your body, and you won't see the results that you would if you get the proper rest.
Hey,
And I
okay.
learned that the hard way.
And it goes back to the word of the day is reset. Okay. In order for you to reset, you need some sleep. Okay. You got to get your sleep. Okay. It's adequate. And I don't know how many people are out there not sleeping, but you need to get your sleep. Okay. That's priority.
Put that phone down.
Put that
phone down and go
phone
to sleep.
down. You sound like my granny. Put that phone down. Okay. Shout out to Rosa Randolph at Unique Food Management.
What's our next point, ladies?
Next point is my other personal thing is that I can't live without is family time. Like outside of sleep, outside of work, I enjoy spending time with my family. It fills me back up, fills my cup up, and it's just really something I truly enjoy. I'm so family oriented. My bonus family, my real family, literally they fill my cup up and they give me the energy to press on during the week. I have to do something with my family. Sometimes one day, even if it's just sitting at their house, I mean, something just to be fulfilled. That's my other thing I just cannot live without.
You know, I'm so glad you said that, because we got Dr. T on the line, and you know, I would love if my mother would just come up to Saginaw a little bit more and see me, because we have such a great time together every time. So yeah, I'm glad you said that. I think we need to schedule more.
Shameless plug.
Yes.
Shameless plug.
I love
She's
that,
in here
Sierra.
shaking her head. Niece, she's in here shaking her head. I'm calling her out.
I mean,
shaking her head and making a face. Yeah.
But you know, I appreciate that, Sierra. Thank you so much. But when you have two professionals that are busy, sometimes it's not easy to jump in the car and roll for an hour and 20. But
you have to make time, Dr.
I see her face every day.
Well, you make time for what you want to make time for, honestly.
You got to add that time in. That's calendar.
Hey, Cece, you know your mama, man. She really is really into, you know, you. You know what I'm saying? You should see her in the studio right now. So I know if she is going to take some more time out there to see you, because she just heard that request. Because sometimes people can say something, and she heard it. You know what I'm saying? Loud and clear. I just got one request, Cece. Like, get some of them chocolate chip cookies and put them in your mama pocket so she can bring them back to your Uncle Gil, okay?
Yeah, so Dr. T is going to be coming to see me. Is that what we're saying?
I think that's the point.
No, she's over here like, no. So, I don't know.
Dr. T will be coming to see you for that first bridal shower, second bridal shower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second bridal shower.
She having two.
She is Miss Popular.
Oh, okay. We
love Sierra.
So you're going to have one in Pontiac and you're going to have one in Saginaw?
That's it.
That's right.
Okay.
And then she'll have, when the baby comes, we'll have a baby before the bridal shower for all that, too.
She loves throwing a baby in there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I need some nieces. And
I'm going to tell
but
you right now.
But she don't babysit.
Public service
I don't babysit till like 3 or 4.
When my grandkids get on the scene, everybody in the world going to know.
Okay.
They should.
You better say it.
Oh, you better say that.
Everybody in
Sierra,
the world.
I want you to be able to play this back anytime she says she can't watch the baby, okay?
I guarantee you Sierra is not even thinking about that, because she know my grandkids going to live with me.
Oh, wow.
He's been saying that for a long time, so y'all heard it. On the radio.
Right here. Be in the driver's seat.
And be in the driver's seat. Even though they probably won't live with her, that means they can come whenever I want them to.
Amen to that.
So, Dr. T,
Yes.
you...
and since we're talking about kids, we're going to go into my next point.
Yes. I love the transition. Yes.
Yes. About things that I cannot live without in my personal life. And I am going to have to say massages. Oh my goodness. So my mom, since we were talking about Dr. T, she exposed me at a very young age to massages. And we used to go once a month. And then, I mean, because she had like a subscription or something, they would just pile up and pile up. So
Yeah, I got
anytime I
15
felt
now.
like I needed, I would just say, hey, Mom, can I go get a massage? And she had me on that account, and I would go. So now I get a massage every 2 weeks on a Tuesday, and I love it. I cannot live without it. I would move anything around to make sure I'm at Cora's getting my massage.
I am so jealous. I hope my dad is listening, Steve Lawrence. I hope you're listening to that because he has a subscription too, and I am not added to that account. So I just want to let him know that I need to be added immediately. Okay.
Immediately.
Because you too grown.
No.
You too grown to be added to the account.
This is off topic, but I feel like until you have children, you are still your parents' responsibility. I still require birthday gifts,
Absolutely.
Christmas, just because Valentine's Day. I require those things. Until I have a child, I am still your responsibility. And they understand that very clearly.
That.
Yes.
Exactly. Wedding dresses.
Yes. Come through.
Phone bills.
Yes.
Meals. All of that.
You know?
All of that.
All the above.
I like how you threw that wedding dress in there.
Dr. C, I hope you're listening.
Oh, she listened because she had her fist balled up over there. Like
I got you, see.
Listen, she testifying. She ain't just saying stuff. Dr. T was on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Mama is always on the
that
spot.
card.
Yes.
Like it it was $1. Here
pull
you go.
that Amex on out. Well, you're at 42 right now. You guys gonna be out at 49. So I'm trying to bring y'all back on to your point here.
Yes. So basically back to personal life, what things we can't live without. And I love that you said that, Cierra. And I can't live without self-care, okay? You get massages. I do self-care with myself. I try to give myself dermaplaning at home, get all the peach fuzz off my face. And I like to do facials. And I have like a steamer that I do. And I like to do my eye mask. And I sit there, have my eucalyptus candles lit, and I listen to soothing spa music, and I just have a funky good time when my significant other is not home. And that is rare. However, when I do have that time alone, I do that. So I love that time for myself. I really do. And my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Have a nice little glass of wine, a self-care me time. With my nice pajamas. That is what I can't live without, okay? That's what I absolutely love. Do you like those times? Do you get that time for yourself, Cierra?
I love that you said when my significant other is at home. I don't get that often. And I was going to ask you, how often does this actually happen for you?
It's a rare occasion.
And I have a little remedy. Okay, so it's a rare, same here. But sometimes after a very long day, if my mind is just racing and I just need a minute, I'll just go in my room, close the door, and then I turn on jazz. And I just need 10 minutes just to lay there and listen to the jazz, instrumentals, no words. And it is very, very relaxing. And then I'm able to, regroup and let's finish the day. Sometimes I just need that.
I love your 10-minute break, but I need hours. Okay, I encourage, it's summertime. My man loves cars. He likes to be outside with his toys, and I encourage that time for him. I do. Even if I have to call in a few favors, I enjoy that time, We all need that self-care, Alone time is self-care, by the way, people out there, listeners. Alone time is self-care, not date night, self-care, self.
Well, let the therapist jump in here. I like the word self-care because that means caring for yourself.
Yes.
So you can't expect anyone else to care for you if you don't know how to care for yourself.
Ooh, yes.
So you have to be in tune with you because you take you everywhere you go.
I love that. I
Did
need
you
that.
say take you everywhere you go?
I like the way she said that.
You just dropped that.
You might need to just repeat that one more time for our
Say it
listeners,
for
the
the
people in the
people
front, in the back, and in the middle.
You take you everywhere you go.
I do.
So you need to be in tune with who you are and who you were created to be. If you want someone else to acknowledge you and take care of you, then you need to know what that looks like. So you're going to take you everywhere you go. You can't run away from you.
You are so right. I love that.
You know, I didn't think we were snatching edges today, but
Okay.
yes, we are.
Literally, I might have to go get my edges checked. I might need some Miracle Grow or something because she just snatched
Yeah,
my
we all
edges
need
off.
that.
Okay.
Mhm.
I carry
That was
me
good.
everywhere I go. I do. Yes, I'm quite heavy.
And I have to be in tune.
Yeah.
In tune with myself.
In tune with yourself. I love that, Cierra. In tune with yourself, because if you're not in tune, it's just janky. Don't be janky.
So listen, let me tell you something. So you said a few things in there that, okay, I'm definitely gonna have to put a pin in it and save it for the next millennial show, because I do want to have a conversation about how young people navigate this professional and entrepreneurial world with the full-time relationship. And we always touch point on it sometimes, but I think hearing it from this young perspective is very much needed. Needed now. But then when you say your personal care time, you say you don't get what do you do? What's the remedy you do after, like right before you go into the house or before you go into work? Like, what does that 5-minute space look like when you're trying to get yourself, focused for your clients or focus to go back into the house to engage your family?
I think that's a great question. I think we have two great perspectives, because Cierra is like entrepreneurial, like that is full time, and I'm balancing both, entrepreneur and still working. So Cierra, what is that for you?
Lexi, you go ahead. You take
Okay.
that first, and then I'll.
Okay, so basically how I prepare, literally how I get myself together, of course, we already talked about sleep. So when I'm scheduled to work a 12-hour shift, I literally get my sleep. And I wake up at 5:15. I take a hot shower. I do my skincare. And I literally have all my uniforms and everything lined up in my closet. And I pretty much go in there, get ready for the day, and pack my lunch. And I'm on my way to work. I'm listening to upbeat music, get myself going. And I pray before I get in there and pray that I have a good night at work.
So why don't y'all tell everybody how to get a hold to you, share them likes and Instagrams where they can get a hold to you on your Facebook, social media real quick. Cece, you go ahead, start first.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Delicious Sweets Bake Shop. Again, that's Facebook and Instagram on Delicious Sweets Bake Shop, and then my websites are in the bio.
And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at I Am Beauty by Lexis. And on Instagram is _I Am Beauty by Lexis. And you can find all my links and booking things on there as well.
So Cierra, real quick, answer that question in like 30 seconds.
Okay. So, 30 seconds. I start my day really early, about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I don't take a whole lot of time to get ready. I already know what I'm wearing because I pretty much wear the same type of attire every day to the bakery. I'm usually start at one bakery, go to the next one, making sure all the staff are good, all the inventory is good, and I bake cakes and decorate until about 2 or 3. Then I wrap up my day. And when I go home, I try to unplug from everything, including my staff, even though they keep calling. But that's kind of how my day goes.
All right, we want to thank you all for joining this hot Saturday morning. You guys have a good weekend. Have a good week, and same time next month.
Same time.
We'll be right back after we take a quick break. Regina, the Queen of Carlone's here with Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed and driving today. Simply Google Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. Ride in style with the Queen. Regina, the Queen of Car Loans at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
We're back, and we're doing one of our favorite parts of the show that we actually do every week, and we shout out local businesses in the area, whether it's Oakland County, Wayne County, Macomb County. And first business I want to shout out is Gateway Build owner, designer, project manager, Jonathan Chambers. I actually grew up with Jonathan back in the day. Jonathan is actually I took something from his Facebook page, and I really wanted to read it. He said, this was on his page. It said, I have personally met architects who are clueless about drilling the nail. He met builders who cannot even read blueprints and commercial developers, but he does both. Now, the reason I'm reading that is because even though I went to school with Jonathan, and Jonathan has done some work for me, we have done some deals together. When you are a builder or an architect or just a person that knows your craft, that you think you know your craft, and you cannot read a blueprint or you can't even drive a nail and you call yourself a professional, that's a problem. But this is what Jonathan specializes in. He specializes in building garages. He can build a porch. It's not one thing that Jonathan at Gateway Build can do. You can reach him at 248-745-7345. Gateway Build, Jonathan Chambers, 248-745-7345. You can reach him on Facebook, or you can call him on the phone. But a lot of these days now, a lot of people text.
The next business we are highlighting is Genesis Maple. She's the owner of Genesis APR firm. She specializes in administration and creative services. This is a virtual assistance program, you all. So if you are looking for email management, email marketing, data entry, invoicing, and billing, contact Genesis. She does flyers and brochures, business cards, and websites. If you're trying to get your ebook out, she's the one to see. Project events and management. So if you're interested in a virtual assistant, contact Genesis Maple, the owner of Genesis APR firm, at 248-704-4884. Again, that's 248-704-4884, or via website www.genesisapr.com.
Hey, and if you need someone to handle your printing services, so to my community activists out there who are going to take their shot at getting into the elected official realm, you're going to need this person because he's a union bug shop. It's the Minuteman Press. Mr. Gregory Glenn at 640 West 14 Mile Road. That's Clawson, Michigan. Telephone number 248-629-4220. He has packages for small businesses as well. So those of you who have a small budget, but yet you want to have something marketed at your pop-up shops and things of that nature, he can take care of you there. And again, this is Minuteman Press. Gregory Glenn, Clawson, Michigan, 248-629-4220. You're going to need that printing.
We have Golden Lady Luxury Cleaning out of Detroit, Michigan. Owner is Courtney Jones. She does carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, marble cleaning, title and grout cleaning, pet and odor removal, and flood restoration. You can reach her at 313-288-8276, 313-288-8276, and you can find her on Facebook, Golden Lady Luxury Cleaning.
The next business we are highlighting is Quest Athletics. The owner is Tanisha Taylor. She is a Pontiac native, and Quest is a national championship competitive and performance cheer and dance program. So if you're in the surrounding cities of Pontiac and your young lady wants to be in a cheer program, please contact Tanisha Taylor today with Quest Athletics at 248-943-5177. Again, that's 248-943-5177, or you can reach them at info@questathletics.com.
And next, this business that we're going to highlight, this next business, Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic. So there are still opportunities for people who do not have health care to be serviced in the city of Pontiac. If you go over and see Mary Lewis, the new executive director, the first African-American female executive director over there at the Gary Bernstein Clinic. It's at 45580 Woodward in Pontiac, Michigan. The telephone number is 248-309-3752. We look to do some more community events with the Gary Bernstein Clinic, but the most important part of this, if you don't have insurance, you have some medical things, you have some things going on, some issues, Grandma Remedy ain't working and ain't clicking in. They have a professional staff and medical staff and service over there. You can actually get your prescription filled there. They are a nonprofit, but they have donors who've helped to contribute to the Gary Bernstein Clinic. Well, you can get the medical need and aftercare that you need for yourself. So you don't have to just sit in an apartment with the ailment and hoping that it goes away. If it's came into mind and you hearing this, God is telling you, you can take that over. You don't have any insurance. Take it over to Gary Bernstein Clinic right there in the city of Pontiac, 248-309-3752, and go see the executive director, Mary Lewis. She'll get you together in that team of doctors over there.
Unlimited Taxes and More, Inc. is a affordable professional office. If you want to start your tax office, they're offering their services to help you do that. You can get training. You have your software, your mobile app, and a huge support team. You can reach out to Marie Bentley, 586-825-3134, 586-825-3134. You can email her at mariebentley@unlimitedtaxes.com, mariebentley@unlimitedtaxes.com. And we got one more business we need to do, and then our show will be completed.
The next business owner we are highlighting today is Bert Mosley. He is the owner of Work. Bert is a personal trainer, and he has trained athletes and students all over, and he also trains everyday citizens. So if you're in need of personal training, please contact Bert Mosley at 248-431-2589. Work is located at 91 North Saginaw, G104, Pontiac, Michigan. He is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m., and on Sunday at 3 p.m. So if you're in need of personal training, please contact Bert Mosley, 248-431-2589.
Hey, and that's it. I appreciate y'all, man. Them businesses, hey, I hope y'all took notes.
Did you take notes?
I took a lot of notes. Even with text, put it in my Google. I put it in my Google Calendar too.
Listen, I want to say thank you to all of the past business owners who have shouted us out on Facebook, who have acknowledged us for acknowledging their business. We appreciate you, and we want to see you win.
We do. So if you want to have your business shout out, you can email us at
beinthedriverseat@gmail.com. That's beinthedrivers with a S @gmail.com.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, to all of the YouTube pages, follow the social media pages, because listen, we're growing and it's continuously to grow. You don't want to get the algorithm so you don't get the messages and get you trapped up in there. We don't like and share that button. The little button, just push it.
Have a good week.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, y'all.
Join us every Saturday, 8:30 to 9:30, every Saturday morning.
You've been listening to Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and mental health expert, Dr. Teresa Moore.
Brought to you by Joe Lunghammer Chevrolet of Waterford.
Be in the Driver's Seat, a Saturday morning mix of cars, credit, and wellness created just for you. From Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and Dr. Teresa Moore, thank you for listening.